Hi, my name is Yoga and today I want to tell you about noun praise. Okay, first, I don't want to talk about the main material, but instead of that, I want to talk about praise. What is praise? Praise is a group of words that has a function to add some information in a sentence. It's not a sentence, but it is part of sentence. Because to be considered as a sentence, it should have a complete meaning and complete idea. Okay? Actually, there are many types of praise. One of them is our main topic for today. There are noun praise, there are adverbial praise, there are also prepositional praise, and there are also verb praise. Okay, but now let's focus to our main material, noun praise. Okay, noun praise. A praise can be considered as a noun praise when the head of the praise is in the form of noun. On the other side, there is also modifier. It can be in the form of determiner, adjective, or numbers. Here is the example. When the modifier is in the form of adjective, it can be black cat. Black cat. Black is the modifier and cat is the head. Okay. How about in the form of determiner? Here's the example. The dragon. D is the determiner and dragon is the noun. Okay. And last but not least, in the form of numbers, can be two girls. Okay. Two is numbers and girls is the head of the praise, which is a noun. Okay, and that is a simple noun praise. Actually, there are two types of noun praise. First is the simple, like I mentioned before, and the other one is the complex one. And the complex one is not only has head and also the modifier, but it also has the pre-modifier and also post-modifier. Here is the example. Okay, here are the example of complex noun phrase. As I mentioned before, it has determiner, pre-modifier, head, and post-modifier. Here are the example. A small cat in a village. The fast car that he had. So those are the example of complex noun phrase. Okay, move on. Okay, let's talk about pre-modifier. It can be an adjective pre-modifier. So adjective as the pre-modifier. Here are the example. Participial pre-modifier. Participle as a modifier. Like the example, it is past participle, written reason, and this is present participle, jumping ability. And last, there are noun as pre-modifier, like the example, the bus strike and the army report. Okay, let's move on to post-modifier. There are prepositional praise as modifier, for example, like this, compensation for emotional damage. Emotional damage is prepositional praise, so it can be used as a post modifier. And then a positive noun praise. So, for example, like this, the pirate captain Jack Sparrow. So those are can be used as post modifier. Okay, those are the explanation of kinds of noun praise, and now we have to move on to another part, which is I want to provide you with some of the example of noun praise. But for now, for this part, I want to deliver it in a form of export. Here is the example. Okay, now let's move on to the export part. First, I got the president of USA. So the determiner is the noun is president, and the complement is of USA. Next, the second one is a little bit different from the last one because it has post modifier, which is the prepositional phrase of the British Kingdom. Okay, it also have noun, which is dog, and the determiner, D. Let's move on. Okay, the third one is an apple from Malang. It has determiner and a noun, apple, and complement from Malang. Okay, now the last one. Okay, this one is a little bit longer. A black cat in the Alaska. This is complex noun phrase actually. It has a determiner, A, pre-modifier, which is an adjective, black, and it also has noun, which is a cat, and post-modifier in the Alaska, which is prepositional phrase. Okay, that's all about the export. Okay, those are all the explanation about our material for today, noun phrase. Hopefully you can understand all of the material and you can be helped from those explanations. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate that. See you next time. Bye.